Hi, you guys. It is the Pretty Coach here, coming to bring the Pretty Coach Oracle messages that I got for the excuse me, y'all, that I got for the current events forecast. I just pretty much asked Spirit some questions, and I'm gonna hop into it. I was actually planning on recording this and then just putting it up, but on this phone, I didn't have enough storage, and yeah, that wasn't gonna work. So I was just like, okay, I haven't been live in a little minute. Let me go ahead and bust through and go live with this information. And then I don't have to worry. So I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit because there are some things that you guys obviously don't know about. So let me backtrack. Let me get things back. I'm just gonna pull the cards out that I already went over. So I had some questions here. I woke up this rising really early, and these were the questions that were on my spirit to ask. So I wrote them down. The first question I asked of Spirit is, what can we expect spiritually and energetically this year? Spiritually and energetically are words to me that can be used interchangeably. And it says, what can we expect this year? So I got 3 cards. The first card that came out was the Saturn Truth card, okay, which can deal with the sign of Capricorn most notably. And it can deal with the 10th house as well, or Aquarius too. The next card we got was the Neptune Sacrifice card. So that was giving me all sorts of Piscean energy, right? And then we got the 10th house, the World card. So I want to apologize right now if this video comes through and it's a little shaky. But I hope not, okay? So hi everyone, hope this message finds you guys well. Let's hop into it. When I got these 3 cards together, the message that I got overall is that what we can expect to see changing is the disillusion of illusion. I don't know what the hell I just said, so I'm going to say it again. The dissolution of illusion. So, this Piscean energy of things not being so clear, of things being kind of foggy, having to wait to see the outcome of certain things. This I feel like is what's going to be changing. Okay, the truth is here. Karma is here because Saturn is also associated with the energy of karma, dharma, reaping what we sow. All that is connected, okay? Victim mentality, I was led to say, is going to be changing as well because now people are going to be able to, I feel like, be more direct and be more honest and analytical about their struggles, about their addictions, what they have going on with themselves. And this is the reason why this will also be the reason that illusion and stuff will change. Now, however, I do know that with Capricorn energy and stuff like that, and especially with the 10th house, the World card, public persona is also important here usually. So again, with the truth and the Piscean energy, I feel like there might be a lot of exposure when it comes to governmental structures. There might be a lot of exposure when it comes to people who are in the public eye. Okay, we might be seeing a lot more of that. Maybe, proverbial covers being pulled off of people. And this, of course, could happen in our own personal lives as well. The 10th house can also deal with the world and travel and foreign countries and things like that. So we may see a lot more about foreigners. We may see a lot more about expats. We ourselves maybe, we might become truthful about the way that the structure of America is, and we might become expats, right? We might be traveling the world, getting away from the illusion of everything. Also, the reputation, our personal reputations could be a factor here as well. So it's possible, it's possible that a lot of us who've been putting in a lot of hard work, a lot of us who have been working and operating in the energy of truth and stuff like that, we could be getting ready to be in a place of prominence, a position where we're going to be notable. Maybe this could take place in your work, the type of work that you do. For some people, this could be spiritual workers as well with the Neptune sacrifice card here. I'm hearing about the Neptune and Pisces energy right there. So these are some of the messages that I initially got in response to the question is, what can we expect spiritually and energetically this year? So hopefully what you take away from that is there's going to be a lot of truth that's coming out on a macro level and a micro level. The government also factors in with the 10th house world card. So just a lot of exposure of the truth, a lot of I feel like a lot of things are going to be shifting more toward getting away from illusion. So when I think about America, I think that all around the world, people think that America is a certain kind of way, when technically it is not. Okay? So I think that on a larger stage, the reputation of America, literally, it's not even going to be that it takes a hit. It's going to just be that the truth is going to come out about it. All right, so I'm going to move on with these. I'm going to move these cards out the way because those were the answers. And so the second question that I had, which is where I wound up being when everything, oh yeah, let me just say this, because this was what kind of made me have to start over and approach this particular reading a totally different way. And now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like that was even a part of the reading. So I was just, talking, and I was kind of in the throes and I was in my groove, I thought, right? Talking about the energies and the answers that I was getting for the second question. And I turned my chair around in a certain way and I knocked so many different items down, okay? So that was kind of like a tower, if you will, to me. I knocked a lot of things down. Not only did I knock a lot of things down, and it kind of shocked and surprised me, when I looked at the phone that I was recording on, it became very clear that the recording had stopped. So what I'm feeling is that we can really expect to experience more of this year, and in the coming years, is that though these things may happen suddenly and shockingly, they're going to cause us to pay attention to maybe what's no longer working, and then we're going to have to regroup as a direct result of it. Okay, so yeah, boom, that's that with that. The overall energy for this whole reading, though, we have the void of moon. The void of course moon. And this is the time of where the moon has gone through all 12 signs and all the planets. And it's just she's just kind of doing her own thing out in space. They don't feel like they know exactly where she goes and what she's doing. And so as a result, it is often said that maybe important decisions should not be made around that particular time when this moon is here. It's more of a time for just being still and watching and waiting, right? So that's what I also feel like we can expect to come as well. All right, so the second question that I asked of Spirit is, what may we see and experience via governmental structures worldwide? Now, I was getting excited because, some of that was already answered, if you ask me, in the first line of cards that we had, because the world card literally came out. And what I got was that a lot of things are going to be exposed. A lot of truth is going to be brought forth. Public figures and stuff like that. So when it comes to government, maybe even a lot of governments will be exposed. Truth is going to come out about their happenings. A lot of truth is going to come out about their happenings and things of that nature, what they're doing, what they're preparing. Okay. And I even feel like it's going to be in alignment with everybody's purpose here. Okay. With everybody's purpose. And I'm literally I'm hearing my spirit remind me of certain scriptures. Even when it comes to war and rumors of war, every nation has their role to play in history. And I'm noticing what I'm channeling is that, one, according to what I tend to believe in, which is the Bible in a lot of different ways, there has been a war historically to usher in each new age. So I'm not trying to scare anyone or anything like that, but I feel like if there is going to be a war, this war is going to topple, if you ask me, really all the governments, and every government is going to be rearranged, every world's government. And it's going to come under the divine feminine energy. Thank you, baby. It's going to come under the divine feminine energy. And I don't want to say it's only going to be under the divine feminine, because one of the things I was getting is balance is the name of the game here. So before I get too much more ahead of myself, we had the change card come out as an answer to what can we expect via governmental structures. Lunar eclipse, change. On this card, you see the matriarch, you see the woman, the universal mother. This is where I get the energy about the divine feminine, okay? I feel like there's going to be more reverence and respect overall for the divine feminine, okay? And that's also going to be a major change. Not to say that this change has never occurred before, because in other ages, the divine mother was respected. And therefore, because the spiritual mother and the earthly mother was respected, women as a whole were respected. Now, it seems that we've been in a patriarchal energy, which, again, before I get ahead of myself, let me chill. So when I was clarifying this card right here, the first card that came out of that was the Temperance card. Temperance talks about balance. It talks about patience. It talks about harmony. It also, a lot of times, the way that I read this card, it's like two totally different energies learning to work together. Maybe after a period of, being at each other's necks, being at each other's throats. This is like the energy to me of a male and a female who first, they don't understand each other. They don't necessarily respect what the other brings to the table. And because of that, there's a lot of imbalance and a lot of disharmony. And it's only when respect is brought, understanding is brought by both parties, that harmony exists and balance exists. So this could be part of the change that's going to happen. This could be part of the change. Thank you, baby. This could be part of the change that we're going to see. For a long time now, there's been this war between the man and the woman. I don't care what anybody says. On a spiritual level, that's happened, and on a physical level, that's happened. It's even happened when it comes to government, the way that the laws are made, and the way that they're even carried out now. Okay, let's see the next card that came out. Hopefully this is making sense. If this is resonating with any of you guys, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, the next card that came out is the Tower, right? So for sure, a part of this change is going to be the crumbling of, I got all the world governments, not just one, but all the world governments. Also connected to this, I feel like, the Tower is about shocking revelations, but the shocking revelations are never just to destroy. It's first to destroy and then to restructure, to rebuild. So a lot of truth is going to be made clear, made plain, I wanted to say. And then I was also talking about how I noticed on this card, we've got the feminine here, or the woman, right? And on this card, we've got the male by himself, naked. This card, female energy by herself, naked. So what I got from that is like maybe the patriarchal energy. That's what's also crumbling. This is so good. All right. The card that came out before everything fell and crumbled, for that matter, we got the Four of Pentacles, but in the reverse. So the Four of Pentacles in the reverse tends to talk about the release of something, okay? Where somebody could have been holding on desperately or holding on very, very tight. It can indicate a release. It can indicate a release. What I feel like is being released, like I said, is all this energy of maybe the masculine. And I don't want to say divine masculine, because this energy to me, I'll put it like this. While this energy was divine, it wasn't like the energy of the divine masculine. Because to me, divine masculine energy is energy that is in balance with the divine feminine. And vice versa, divine feminine energy is in balance with the masculine. Pentacles can also deal with money. So where there was a lot of maybe holding back when it comes to, and I don't want to just say money as we know it, it could be, while there was a lot of withholding of wealth when it comes to real estate, when it comes to resources, that may be what is released. You know, there are a lot of governments that are holding on to artifacts. They are holding on to precious information. And because they're withholding it, a lot of the illusions that we were a part of, they have been able to go on, right? So now with this change happening, with this truth coming about, with the divine feminine and spirituality kind of taking the forefront again for the first time in this particular age, now we might have the release of wealth and abundance, where maybe there was a little stinginess before and withholding of that. But I feel like somebody, bare minimum, is going to be losing control of certain resources. Okay, that came right after the tower. So I'm going to say it's these governments that are going to be revealed. It's these governments that need to be toppled that are going to be releasing information or very real and tangible resources. Spirit, please show me more about this. Look, we got the Magician coming out, and it pretty much was in the reverse. So all these lies, these tricksters, these people who are manipulating the mind, manipulating magic, you know, that's the resources, that's the mind, that's spirituality. All those who are using that for personal gain to the detriment of others on a macro and micro level, these are they that are going to be toppled. I'm hearing released from freaking duty. Their time is over. Period. Trickery is coming to an end. And if it's not that trickery is coming to an end, bare minimum, that shit's going to be exposed. The magicians, the people who have been working behind the scenes, they will be revealed. All right, Spirit, is there any more before I move on to the next question? Because I don't want this to be super long. Yes, there is more. We got the moon. That is the divine feminine energy, but that's also secrets, right? I'm hearing treacherous secrets. Secrets that aided with sickness and not healing. That's all what's going to change. Exposure. The moon is also a luminary, so I feel like the moon sheds light on that which we can't always see. It sheds light on the unseen. So the spiritual world, that makes sense with the magicians being here. Also, the moon and the water deals with emotions. So all that was producing unhealthy emotions and unhealthy emotional attachments, all of that will be shifting and changing, if you ask me. And I feel like it's going to be healed. And that's good news. Okay, moving on. Let me move all these cards out of the way. Spirit, but I'm feeling led to ask one more time. Is there anything more? Is there anything more about this change? Yes, the Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is heavy throughout this reading. That's what we'll say. And this is still about lies and deceit. This could also be about obsessions, unhealthy obsessions, codependency, murder, lower level energy. This is all changing. Soul contracts. A lot of us are going to be released from these things because it is time. It's time. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for that. Moving on to the next question. Let me reshuffle these and put these back in the deck. All right, so the next question, I'm going to say it so that you guys can hear it. And then I'll pull the cards that the messages I got in correspondence to this question. So the next question was, how will kingdom marriages, divine unions, and partnerships help with these events? So for those who may not be aware, I call the 144,000, or what some may know as twin flame unions, kingdom marriages. Okay, so yeah. Talk, mommy. All right, I'm just shuffling. All right. So here are the responses that I got to that. First card out, we got the earth, stability. We got the earth element, talks about stability. For me, that's a card of manifestation. That's about them being solidified. It says blessings. And last but not least, it says love. Guys, this was such a beautiful reading. I cannot make this stuff up. I just ask spirit questions and I feel like they give me answers. The first thing that I'm getting, I'm going to go to the book because I feel like I may have to, just to make sure that I get everything that this could potentially stand for. But the overall message, the intuitive message I'm getting, the channeled message I'm getting is number one, love is what's going to be now established in the earth. And I feel like that's going to be coming from government structures all the way down, to the people who also make up the government, right? Who make up society. I feel like we're going to bring, it says blessings here. I'm going to go into that a little bit more through the booklet. But yeah, I feel like because these are going to become very real, these unions are coming together. And these unions aren't just the kingdom marriages. It could also be people who are strategically placed in government, right? It could be all of that. And so those who are placed in government for such a time as this, now they're going to rise into power. And because of them, the new laws that shall be passed or what have you. And that's if there'll be government as we know it. It may not be. Although I think that it is. I think that normally people are just put into place so that the new agenda can be carried out. Well, what is the new agenda? The new agenda is truth. The new agenda is about love. The new agenda, if you ask me, is about true stability and security. And I say that because, unfortunately, even with all the countries, not just America, they all have this air of that we're stable. They all present a certain persona. But it's all illusion. It's not totally true. It's an image. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so let me get the booklet. What I really want to go into is this Grand Trine Blessings card. So I'm about to do that. That's also the number 46, which you add those together, you get the number 10. 10 is about completion. If you add 10 to get 1 plus 0 to get it together, you get the number 1, which is about newness. New paths, right? Leadership. Let's get 46. It's a coming. So, here's 46, the Grand Trine Blessings. It says, when the Grand Trine card presents itself in a spread, be assured that you are entering a time of easy flow, or that at least many of the impediments, which is another word for blockages, that you are experiencing are being lifted. This speaks of a period of harmony. Listen to this. Listen to this. That's so beautiful because let's just be clear. That was already pretty much said when we talked about change. The lunar eclipse card, the first card that came out was that of Temperance. And Temperance speaks of balance. It speaks of harmony. Okay, so that's beautiful. It says, this speaks of a period of harmony and ease that may inspire you to take a path of least resistance. But it is best that you keep your eye on the prize and not let go of your original purpose. Don't leave it on the shelf. There is a possibility that your success may be lost if you do. It says, when it comes to love, when the Grand Trine card turns up, your existing relationship should improve. Your social popularity will increase, and if you're single, you are about to meet a person or have already who will be a true partner not only supportive of you and your successes, but someone who will help advance you in your goals. That's beautiful. So already what I'm getting is a lot of people are going to come into union. And those who are already in union, if you guys have been having hiccups and blockages in your connection, those are going to begin to be lifted. So you guys are going to be working together to meet common goals. Love is going to be leading this. You guys are going to become more grounded, more stable, more sure. Your connection is going to become more sure. That's beautiful. And there's nothing that's going to be standing in your way. And that could, to me, that's going to be because people are speaking their truth now. They're not hiding behind masks. They're not hiding behind fear. That's another thing about the devil card, you guys, that I forgot to mention. When it came about with the lunar card and change, and so I was asking what was going to be changing with the governmental structures. Fear is going to be changing. A lot of stuff that happens in the government now, it's shrouded by fear. They make you afraid of damn near everything. They even goes down to the media, all of that. They incite fear. And that's how they keep the masses supposedly in check. All that shit is changing. That's so beautiful. I just heard the perfect love casts out all fear. When I think about perfection, I think about it doesn't mean the absence of imperfection. It just means that this love continues to strive. This love continues to get better. It continues to change. It continues to improve. And this love, it causes you to abandon all types of reserves and fears that you may have had before. It doesn't mean that, both parties are going to be perfect or whatever. And that goes for romance, that goes for business partnerships, it goes for family. But it means that this love that you have causes you to want to continue to improve. All right, so let's keep it pushing. It says it could indicate meeting up with your perfect mate, but this would only be as long as both of you are willing to nurture the relationship. Nurture the relationship. To me, that is what sets certain relationships apart. You can meet someone where you guys could damn near be great for each other. But if both people are not willing to put in the work and to put in the effort to maintain this connection, guess what? It will not work. I was just talking about this on my Facebook in a live. I just talked about that. That's so beautiful. It was a few days ago now, but still. I just love when Spirit does that, when Spirit confirms something. Okay, it also says this. It says, if not, it will still be an overall good relationship, just a short-term one. This is an excellent time to apply for a loan or to ask for a raise or to expand in terms of finance and also career strategies. That's beautiful. Whatever the subject of your question, your path is being cleared. There are few road bumps, but the most important thing is to follow through on everything that you start. So remember, I was talking about manifestation. So with these partnerships, with these relationships, if you guys start this, you best complete them. You best do everything within your power to manifest. Manifestation starts with a thought, then you speak on things, you make plans, and then your actions are supposed to be to carry out those plans. And from there, your thoughts are what are made manifest. So how are the kingdom marriages going to assist with this? They are going to be working together. They're going to first of all, they got to get together. For those who are not, they got to get together. For those who've already been together but may have been experiencing some trouble, that shit's going to be moving out of the way. They're going to make whatever choices and decisions that they need to make to ensure that fear and all these other things, that addictions and shit like that, no longer keep them from experiencing the love and the truth that they both bring to each other. And love is going to abound. And let me tell you, There is nothing more beautiful than partners who agree, be it family, be it business, be it marriage contracts. Moving on. It says this. Whatever the subject of your question, your path is being cleared. There are a few road bumps, but the most important thing is to follow through on everything that you start. There is harmony with this card, but things will not take care of themselves. So just because things are going to be looking good, just because our path is going to be cleared, does not mean that there is not work to do on our end. We still have to put in the work. It says, while it may seem that luck is on your side, you have been diligent and worked consistently to bring this about. Your diligence and hard work may not be visible to others, but you definitely deserve the success that is soon to be yours. Stay in the flow, trust in the universe, but continue to do your work. So this fortuitous time does not pass by before you can reap the harvest. You will really need to apply real effort. That's so beautiful, you guys. I don't even know what to say. So with this love card, with the Venus card here, Venus talks about the things that we value, right? So I feel like our values as a nation are going to be changing. I feel like we're going to... Okay, so I'm kind of snickering because I started to hear the Mary J. Blige song, Real Love, in my head. So yeah, I feel like people are wanting real love now. Real love to some of these people, and what I'm feeling and picking up on, it's that love that even if the truth hurts, I still need you to tell me type energy. It's that love of steadfastness, being steadfast. Venus love. So the values are going to be changing and going to be established. This is the number 4. We saw the 4 of Pentacles before. Look at this. And we have the number 38, which together is the number 11. And that makes me think about kingdom marriages for sure. I'm going to move on from this and go to the last and final question. I hope some of this made some sense. Oh, wait. I'm being told to look into the Earth stability card more. So let me just say this. I feel like this talks about material gain, right? And material possessions. But let's see. Spirit, show me about the Earth stability, Earth element card stability. Judgment. Decisions that are going to bring about security and stability in our connections and partnerships. I also feel judgment deals with fate, karma, what's written in the stars. Look at this, victory. I also see influencers with the victory card. With the government, the messages I'm getting in regards to the government, the new government that's going to be put in place, people are going to be happy. People are going to believe and trust in this government. Spirit, show me more, please, about this Earth. Okay. I feel like this accidentally happened. King of Swords, Nine of Swords. I'm going to put that back in the deck. We got the Ace of Cups coming out here. To me, that is newness in spirituality and creativity and in our department of emotions and love. I also feel like this is going to be new births. Children, new cycles. Look at this. As I say that, the one card that actually revealed itself out of the few that dropped out is the Ten of Pentacles. For me, the Ten of Pentacles is all about, this is inheritance for me. Even though this could be about, lottery winnings, sudden increase of wealth and income, I'm hearing overnight successes, but let's be clear. Overnight successes don't really actually happen overnight. Some do, and those are more like the luck and lottery people, but these overnight successes that I'm talking about, they've always been working. They've always been putting in the work. It's just they were hidden until now. And now when they come out, it's going to be like they hit it big all of a sudden, but the whole time they've been working. And again, isn't that what the Grand Trine Blessings card kind of alluded to as well? It says that that's happening for a lot of us, we deserve it because the whole time we've been working for it. Whether people believe in us or not, whether people know just how hard we've been working or not, it's been happening. That's just so beautiful. I'm seeing mice here by the money. Be mindful of sneakiness. But anyways, the next card that came out, Four of Cups, and the next card, the Empress. Things have been in discomfort and dis-ease up until now, but then the Empress is coming. So abundance, wholeness, fertility, in every sense of the word, by the way. New life. That's so beautiful. Taurus and Libra energy right here showing up. A lot of water sign energy as well. We got wands out here, pentacles, and cups. This is so beautiful. I feel like people are literally going to be leveling up with the Four of Cups going to the Empress. It's like they're going to literally go from being unhappy because they feel that something is missing to going after what's missing and getting that shit. Spirit, is there anything more about this Earth Stability card before I move on to the last and final question? First card that hit the table, the Nine of Pentacles. That's about living a life of luxury. We also have the Ace of Swords flying out of the deck in the reverse, okay? For some of you guys, this can literally be about conception, somebody becoming pregnant, but it doesn't have to be. For others, I feel like this is an idea that hasn't been totally fleshed out yet, so it might not be getting spoken on. You may not know exactly how you're going to live a life of luxury and comfort, but it's coming. It's coming, and that's what's going to be stabilized. For a lot of you guys, you've been feeling like you're this luxurious person, and you've been having maybe idea after idea that for some reason it doesn't seem to pan out for you, or you've been having these ideas that you can't quite totally make out yet. Well, with the Earth element stability coming, I feel like all the insight and information that you need to make this a little bit more clear for you is going to come. For some of you guys, it's as simple as you opening up your mouth and speaking what you want. All right, so that's the end of that. I'm going to move on to the last and final question. And then I do have some cards over here to the side that are supposed to be just more spiritual messages, and then I'm going to read those and I'll be done with this reading. Am I done with this one? I am. Okay, so while I'm shuffling the cards, I'm going to ask the last question. It says, what is the most likely outcome for the highest good? And the messages that came out for that, I will be setting them up in a moment. Shuffle around just. All right, we got 3 cards. We got the Leo, I will card, the Aries, I am card, and the 6th house routine. So I was sitting and meditating on these cards and I was like, wow, so that's something. I got the solar plexus chakra. And I feel like the Aries energy could have something to do with maybe the root chakra, but I could be wrong. But I got that from the colors. Bare minimum on a macro scale, I feel like people are going to be tapping more so into their own personal power, individually first, and then as a collective. I also feel like with the sixth house routine card, that this is going to have something to do with their work, the way that they make a living, the way that they make money. Leo is romance, it's children, it's creativity. Aries is entrepreneurship, if you ask me. It is detective work, athletic and physical work. They are the trailblazers, the new pathfinders. So all in all, it's seeming like we're going to have to creatively come up with new ways to work. That's crazy. So now it looks like it's touched on every aspect of life: government, work, love. Okay, yeah. So everybody's going to have to figure out new and creative ways to survive and to make a living. A lot of you guys could literally have some type of, you could have work in like the healthcare industry, or I'm feeling holistic health. Holistic health. Holistic health to me would be like creatively finding out ways to heal ourselves, which is Leo energy and Aries energy, if you ask me, combined. I'm sure there's more to this, but let's see. Let's see what these cards are talking about. Show me the Leo I will energy. The Knight of Swords. I'm feeling like fighting for what you want, fighting for yourself. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, that makes sense, because some people were feeling like they were stuck, feeling like they didn't know what to do. People could have been manipulating. Knight of Pentacles, or it was just because there was no strategy, things were moving slow. When we step into our personal power, shit, usually that is the strategy in and of itself. Slow and steady, Knight of Pentacles energy, Virgo energy. The Four of Cups showed itself. But it makes me feel like because people are dissatisfied or uncomfortable, this is what's going to promote them to tap into their own power and figure out what it is that they want. And that's going to bring them the clarity and success they need. It's also going to bring them the blueprint. Aries, I am. Show me this card. Capricorn energy. Capricorn could also be about achievement, though, and success. Though it could also be in regards to fear, codependency issues, lies, deceptions, addiction. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So fear won't be here anymore. There will be no new beginning and no newness. This could be a lack of direction. Oh, okay. So somebody could have been having a hard time taking action and going in any direction because they've been operating in this low vibrational energy. Show me more about this, please, Spirit. We got the Nine of Swords. That's an energy of anxiety. Show me more. This is not sounding too hot. Three of Wands. So someone could be anxious because they've been waiting on something, waiting in suspense, in suspension. But then we get the Ten of Pentacles here. Somebody is going to get some increase suddenly. And this doesn't just have to be money. This could be in other forms of abundance and wealth. Properties, access to certain accounts, businesses. We got the Seven of Wands, but in the reverse. Okay. Either someone is going to need to fight for this, or there's someone who already fought for this, or there's an energy of being guarded. Somebody was once guarded, and once they drop their guard, this is how they're going to get this abundance, this inheritance. And remember, when you guys get a chance, when you see this Ten of Pentacles, think back to the other time you saw the Ten of Pentacles come out. Think to the other time that's connected with this. Sixth house routine. Show me the energy of the sixth house routine, Spirit. Queen of Wands. That's going to be action. That's going to be creativity. Look at this. The Ace of Swords. Now it's in the upright. Didn't I say with the last energy that we were pulling for and the Ace of Swords came out in the reverse? I said, I can't even remember exactly what I said because I was channeling, but the point is, it was something to do with getting clear. It was something about getting clear. Something about ideas not totally being flushed out, but as soon as they get flushed out, we'd be able, or somebody needed to speak their truth. So as soon as someone spoke their truth, that was going to help certain things come to fruition. As soon as we get our bearings mentally or figure out what it is that we want to do or get an understanding, things are going to turn around. You're going to be clear. Two of Wands, there might be a decision between two people, or at least bare minimum, two different ways of life. One that's more agreeable and one that you may not be so sure of. One maybe where you can see how it could not work. And what I'm saying, it's like the cons outweigh the pros with one, and then the pros outweigh the cons with the other decision. So I feel like you guys might go, with the one that's better suited for you, period. And as I say that, we get the Sun card and the Six of Pentacles. We go where the love resides, and that's where the money resides. Magician at the bottom of the deck, Aries energy. The Sun card here, more Leo energy. The Six of Pentacles, that's all about reciprocity, give and take, charity and love, philanthropy. I feel, guys, that this is still very connected to the twins and the kingdom marriages. Okay, I feel like once you guys come together, the work that you do is also going to speak for you. It's going to be work of manifestation, work of healing of the total man, mind, body, spirit, and therefore resources and everything that comes from us. So with that being said, this is almost the end. I have one more card that I need, one more deck that I need to talk about. We have answered prayer as the overall energy from the deck that I used to get one more message spiritually from. And we have the Trilogy of Light. I need to go ahead and get the booklet for this. Almost done, mommy. Almost done. Put you in. What deck is this one? It's the Universal Love deck. Oh, poor kitty. She's so cute. She say, "Mommy, come in." Okay. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to find this booklet. Here we go. Okay, the Trilogy of Light. Let's get it, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Trilogy of Light. Here's what it says in the booklet, and then I'll give my stuff. It says, the image on this card symbolizes the template of creation. Abstract energy spirals into formation and drops down into consciousness. If you have chosen this card today, be aware that the wheel is set in motion. An abstract idea, see, that's that Ace of Swords, maybe in the reverse first, yeah, because it hasn't been totally worked out. We may not have totally been able to describe or figure out what it is, or maybe it's just still in our heads, right? Before it becomes clear, where we can speak it. But it says, an abstract idea that you've had floating around in your subconscious is about to surface in your conscious mind. Pay attention to new ideas over the coming days. One of these ideas is the seed for the beginning of something completely new. Between all you are and all you will be is the present moment. Be conscious of the relationship of past, present, and future. Allow the light of your experience and wisdom to be your beacon as you set a course for a brighter future. Guys, I feel like success is here. I feel if someone is going to be, when it comes to a relationship or a partnership, right? If someone comes towards you and they are offering you reciprocity, maybe where there was not any before, or maybe where it wasn't so clear, I think that some of you guys may accept that. You may say yes to that. Okay, hi you guys. You may say yes to that. And that's going to be victory. That is going to be success. It's going to bring joy. It's going to bring clarity. That's so beautiful. All right, you guys, that is the answer. Look, I almost said the answer prayer. With the answer prayer, I just feel like whatever has been on your heart, mind, whatever, it's going to be made clear. I feel like some people have been asking for clarity about a lot. Work, love, all of it. And I think that it's coming. So pay attention to the thoughts that you have, because those thoughts that you're going to be having, they're going to be coming to you as answers to your prayers. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which works together to bring balance and harmony. It has been my pleasure to serve you guys this way. Until next time, bye you guys.